This is going to be our seventh part in the series in Hebrews called What is Faith? And remember in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 he says, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen." And then he says, "By faith men of old gained approval." In other words, it's never been by our works, it's never been by our efforts, it's never been by our performance that we have been approved by God, but it is through faith in the performance of Jesus, through trust in the finished work of Christ. It is not through our efforts, but it's through His finished work. And that's what the Scriptures teach from Genesis to Revelation. And here it says in chapter 11, verse 29 through 31, that by faith the people crossed the Red Sea as on dry land, but the Egyptians, when they attempted to do the same, were drowned. Why? Because the Israelites trusted God as their deliverer, and the Egyptians were trusting in their chariots, and they were trusting in their horses, and they were trusting in their own strength. It is only through faith in Christ. Then he goes on, he says, by faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they had been circled for 7 days. It wasn't the people's marching, it wasn't the people's blowing of the horns that God ultimately used, but it was God's might and power. It was through His work, not theirs, that the walls fell down. By faith Rahab the prostitute did not perish with those who were disobedient, because she had been given friendly welcome to the spies. And even with Rahab, she was a harlot, she was a sinner, she was undeserving, she was unworthy. There was nothing about Rahab that would have caused God's favor, but her trust in what she had heard about Him and His might and power, and ultimately what He would do in Christ. It's always been by faith, not by works.